So I'm going to show you this camp spot. This is pretty cool. Let's check it out.
Tell you guys our 30 days into van life adjustment to cooking outside.
It's awesome. I love it.
It is awesome. We both love it.
Well, number one, you don't have to ever clean a kitchen.
Yeah. It's pretty great. You just have to clean up your little area.
Yeah, just clean this little tiny area. You can pretty much your camp stove and your plates, and gosh, that's so easy. Let's talk about, I don't have to clean a bathroom either. Which is awesome in itself too.
I kind of do that cleaning the bathroom.
Christina does.
But yeah, so the cooking situation is really good. So we just have that little 2-burner Coleman
camp stove.
And propane. The propane thing, I mean, like, we're probably gonna have to get a bigger propane.
Yeah, we go to propane. I think one of those little green bottles. I think it's a pound in 1 week. Definitely lasts about 1 week. And what is it like? It's right now they're we get 2 for $6, but I've seen it for more than that. I've seen one bottle for only $6, so we've been fortunate.
Yeah.
It's cool. We have a cast iron. That's the only pan we have, and it cooks everything.
Yeah, it does cook everything.
It's so easy to clean. It was intimidating at first, but now it ain't nothing. I think that thing is pretty badass. Like cast iron.
Once you start getting it seasoned, it works much better. At first, it's a little like, ooh, don't cook no eggs in there at first.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't really like cooking eggs in it. That's the one thing. It's a pain in the butt.
We've just been simplifying. So like in the mornings, it's oatmeal.
Yeah.
We have a little tea kettle. That's our other thing. So it's like a little tea kettle, and then we have our cast iron. But we use a little tea kettle to boil water for our coffee, and Cliff makes the coffee through that little coffee.
Like a backpack silicone.
Yeah, with
really
a filter and the coffee directly in it, and it drips into our little stainless steel cups. And then once we're done with that, we use the leftover hot water for oatmeal.
What do you want to hear?
Okay, we had another visitor, but when you're outside and you're set up outside, so people are gonna come talk to you because we're in the public. But and it's fine. But so with the oatmeal, so we just put the oatmeal, and it's like 3-minute oats, and we just put that in there, and then add bananas,
Steel cut oats,
and like protein powder, and like everything you would get out of a breakfast.
Bomb diggity oatmeal. It's got everything in it. It's probably the best oatmeal you'll probably ever have.
It's really good.
Because I've never had an oatmeal that tasted as good as that one.
It's really good.
It's very nutritious, especially if you're about to go hiking.
Yeah, so it's been really great to do the oatmeal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we keep meals simple.
Talk about so lunch, we just pretty much keep it to like wraps. I'm trying to eat healthy, and less cooking as much as possible. So we'll do a lot of wraps, and we try and do vegetarian 2 days a week. Maybe more eventually, but we're trying to get back into it. We used to be vegetarian for 3 years, so it's not a hard adjustment for us.
It's good for your heart. It's a healthy lifestyle choice, and it's good for the environment. So it's good to at least do it 2 days a week. So that's what we're aiming it to do anyway. And it does. I mean, like living in the van definitely makes you want to eat that way because. For multiple reasons, but like the main reason is the simplicity of the food.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about it being refrigerated much. It's perishable, but you're gonna eat it right
just
away.
Cleaning it up is awful.
Yeah.
Too, it's
meat
way
cleaning,
worse
is
trying to clean
dirtier.
up, animal products than it is vegetable products.
So yeah, we've been buying like guacamole and tortillas and just making like vegetable wraps with that, kind of mixing it up, buying the olives and sometimes making Mediterranean
Olives, thank
ones.
goodness for olives.
Yeah.
I'm in love with olives right now.
Yeah, olives.
Dinner is just easy. We try to do a fish night. We do a taco night. Do a chicken night, and then the rest is vegetarian night, Indian, Thai, or just raw. I mean, try to keep it raw. Raw is definitely better. The less you cook, the better. It's just less cleaning up. It's just easy. Raw is definitely easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much our meal situation since we've been doing van life. So, let's talk about what I have noticed doing van life, what I'm not doing anymore, which is a good thing, I think. So, I used to drink like a pot of coffee every morning. I would put a 12-cup coffee, and I'd probably drink the whole thing. Christina would probably drink 1 cup out of that thing. So I'm drinking 11 cups.
That's
Now
a
I'm
lot.
just drinking 1 cup of coffee. And I noticed too the difference, and it's very good. So I do notice that is a plus since I've been doing van life.
Coffee's not bad for you, just in moderation.
Yeah.
That's my disclaimer about everything. Moderation.
I'm bad. I got an addictive personality.
It's okay.
Addictions.
We all have addictions.
Not my strange addictions.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. But we won't talk about that.
But yeah, so then, the other thing is being on the internet all day.
Yes. Oh my God. I crack out on the internet. in our apartment, in a house, just anywhere where you had internet. And I noticed I'm not on there no more, which sucks because I love YouTube. I love looking at everyone else's van life. It's just other stuff,
But
learning
you can use
knowledgeable
it at the
stuff.
library. We do go to the library,
Yeah.
and the gym has Wi-Fi.
Mhm.
You just can't be on it for endless hours, like normal American society is typically spends a lot of time on there.
Yeah.
And so now, since we're away from that sort of ability, it's kind of forced to not do it. And so it's actually been good.
Yeah,
It's
because
been
you
a
get to
good thing.
experience nature more. That's what this is all about, really, too.
Yeah.
It's just experience. Time slowed down. I can't believe how much time we have now. There's time we're just sitting, just enjoying and experience life.
My favorite part of the day is when we get up and then we have coffee, and then it's just still early in the morning, and just sitting there and wherever we are is usually so beautiful and inspiring, and just sitting there drinking coffee and just the morning, the birds and just the soft air in the morning. It's a perfect start to a day.
Yes, I agree. That
It
is
just
my favorite part
instantly
too.
brings your blood pressure down, even though you're drinking coffee. Brings your blood pressure down. You just instantly put in this state of calm.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome to open the van doors and then you just walk out and it's just like, whoa, that's right. It's pretty.
Serenity.
Serenity.
Surrender to the serenity.
Yeah. It's very cool. So when you do set up camp, and if you're going to be there for 14 days or whatever, you're going to have to go in town. If you just have a van, you don't have a trailer or anything. You have to kind of mark your camp to save that spot. Otherwise, good luck. Especially on a weekend, it's going to be tough to find a new spot.
We've seen a lot of varieties of different
Yeah.
ways that people are doing this.
So I'm going to share a little bit with you.
Okay, we'll tell you first what we do.
Yes. We use the porta potty tent.
Nobody really wants to mess with the porta potty tent and the bucket.
I think some of our neighbors have, because it's been windy and we come back and the tent's laying down with rocks on it. Our chairs are on it.
Yeah.
It's like, oops.
Yeah, they always say it looks like it was about to blow away, and I'm always like, if that thing blows up in the air, and any of those buckets, if there's anything in those buckets, gets flung up in the air, we're just gonna keep driving.
Yeah.
I'm just not even gonna like stop. No, I'm kidding. We'll clean it up, but I mean, like, your thought, it crosses your mind, you know. But we usually take the stuff with us when we leave camp, so
Yeah.
it's usually not the issue. But
And we leave a table in our chairs too, and then that kind of holds our camp spot. We've yet to be messed with. Maybe one time someone parked super close to it. I mean, people do park extra close to you now, though.
the car dwellers seems to be the people parking the closest.
Yeah,
And
and
then
that
the
big old
big-
Class A.
Yeah. The people with the trailers, you know, who leave their trailers and then drive their vehicle, they don't seem to be doing that. The tent campers don't do that. Really. And not yet, you know, but I'm sure it just varies. But yeah, the car people who park close to us is interesting because it's like a little bit younger group of people typically, and it's one or two people in there, and then they're like playing music really loud in their car late at night. It's happened several times, several different people.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, it's fine. They're not. I mean, it's not a problem. It's just different than how other people are about giving you space. You know, they're just like right next to you with the bass playing, and then
They usually come in late at night.
yeah. And then there was this one guy who like in the morning got up and we were having our coffee, and then he just stood outside his car and just like peed right there.
Yeah. We feel those people are pretty much forced into the life rather than choosing the life.
Yeah.
And they're just there at night sleeping and then going back to their jobs.
Yeah, it seems like the energy kind of is.
Yeah.
They don't
They're
necessarily
not really
wanna
friendly.
be there.
At least these ones weren't. I'm sure there are some.
Yeah. And you know, I'm sure that like there's people who are, you know, totally different about car life. It's just what our experience has been here in Sedona. It's been this.
We've seen people use water jugs to mark their spots. I don't really suggest using that one because I've already seen people they're going to park there no matter what.
Yeah, they sort of ignored the water jug.
Yeah, we've already seen them do that, and big arguments happen over it because of it. So I would probably...
So we put out a little table
Yeah,
and a set of chairs
sun
and
tea.
our tea.
We have sun
Yeah, we
tea.
make sun tea.
And a blanket. We have the blanket. It looks like a camp, you know?
Yeah.
2 water
You don't wanna
bottles
confuse
doesn't
people.
really look like a camp.
Yeah, you want them to realize like someone is there. You
Yes.
know? You want it to be kind of obvious that someone is coming back. So I feel like the tea kind of demonstrates someone's coming back.
Yeah, we use our canopy too. When it's not windy, we have a easy up canopy. You could use a tent. They're cheap. Get a cheap, inexpensive tent, and that looks like camp. I mean, that's probably what we'll end up doing because we could just store stuff in that too.
I don't think people are necessarily purposely trying to park in people's spaces.
Yeah.
It looks more like it's a little confusing whether or not that is
Yeah.
being used or not. You don't want to leave it just confusing to them, you know. Because it really, I mean, if someone parks there, there's nothing you could do.
Nope.
You're just going to have to get your stuff
Public.
and just leave. Because
Yeah.
everyone's entitled to that space, so you just have to find somewhere else.
Yep.
And we know that.
Yeah.
So when we go back, we're like, well, if someone has our spot, they have our spot.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what it is.
So we thought we'd share like some of our experiences in the past 30 days and what we've sort of learned and things we've discovered. And part of that has been our interaction with other people. So, you know, the people we've met, the interesting experiences that we've had, and so we thought we'd just like share some of those with you guys. I'm going to start with most recently and sort of work backwards. So most recently at our Camp 5, I've been counting Camp 5. We pulled in and there was a young gentleman there and he had his mountain bikes and he had his car and he obviously was camping out and so we struck up a conversation and we found out that he's from Utah and he's like very into the outdoors. He's an outdoors person and you're going to meet a lot of people out here who, if you come out here and do this life, are outdoorsy people who are here primarily for nature and to experience nature and to do outdoor stuff until he loves his mountain bikes and that's what he does. He's not a van lifer.
No.
He's not living the lifestyle, but he was incredibly nice and he was fun to hang out with and talk to and interesting life stories. So you'll hear a lot of people's life stories, and he was really interested in our situation.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, I mean, there's been more times than not that people want to see inside the van.
Yeah.
We've been in situations where we were like at the parking lot at the gym, and a young lady was like, "Oh, I'm thinking about doing it. I'm one of the many people thinking about doing it. Can I look inside your van?" So do expect that people are going to be curious and interested in what you're doing, and and try to just kind of be open about that, or at least we're trying to be open about that. It feels, I'm more of an introverted person, so it feels like a slight, like coming into my space and looking at my space. But at the same time, it feels good because I'm like,
helpful.
Okay, hopefully I'm helping and inspiring someone, in some way, and they're interested, genuinely interested for positive reasons. So, it's good to just kind of open yourself up to that. So that's our most recent experience. And then also, there are people, I mean, there's so many varieties of lifestyles out there. There's people living out there where we're camped at Camp 5 right now. Yeah. There's like a hippie commune. I guess that's what you would call it. I'm not really sure what it is. I don't want to misquote, or misinterpret, but I do think we see a lot of people who are barefoot, a lot of people, with less clothing on, look like they spent time in the desert and in the sun.
And even no clothing in the river.
And even no clothing in the river. I've seen a few people bathing. And, they seem to have dogs, and like they're just kind of out just living in the brush, I guess, and maybe tenting. And there's a commune down the hill from us, I think. There's like a little bridge, and it's a rainbow bridge, and there's some signage and, about love and stuff. And every time they drive by us, they yell out, "I love you!" And, it's really sweet.
Yeah.
But it's also, there's like moments where, like this one guy was walking and he was like barefoot and he was like walking up the road, and he was carrying a trumpet.
He's a grand poobah.
So we don't know. So there's moments where you're just like out in the middle of nowhere, and then suddenly there's like a guy barefoot walking shirtless with a trumpet. And to each their own, and that's interesting, but it's just really fascinating, and you just have to be like a little taken aback by it, not used to seeing that.
There was a van that pulled up right next to us, and like 6 of them got out of there.
A lot of hula hooping.
Like a clown car, and a whole lot of hula hooping.
I've seen several vans now with several people, and they all seem to be like members of some sort of hula hooping group, and everyone is out like hula hooping, which is really, they're skilled. They're like super skilled with those.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome and entertaining to watch. So yeah, there's that at Camp 5.
Camp 5.
So we've also seen some pretty exotic pets that these people are traveling with, their companions. We saw a parrot.
It was a big parrot. It was
Huge parrot. I wish I could have got a picture or film of it because it was
really
so
cute.
awesome. It was just sitting on top of the vehicle, just walking away.
Talking.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
Saying hello. It was cool.
And that's pretty, unique and rare, I guess, to see. But what else have we seen, Christina?
There was another lady at camp too, and she had a potbelly pig.
Yeah.
But I guess he was like a mixed breed potbelly. He was like really big.
Yeah.
And so she's traveling with her pig and her 2 cats.
Yeah.
And so the pig, I love pigs, so that was definitely interesting.
Yes.
And her name is Kitty, and she walked and goes, "Hey, Kitty."
I think the pig's name was Kevin.
Kevin
Yeah.
and Kitty.
Very fun.
Hi, Kevin. Hi, Kitty.
So that's kind of a little awesome thing to see
Yeah.
too. If you have a pig and you want to do van life, you can do it.
Yeah, she was making it work.
Yeah, she was doing it.
Making it work. Dude with the parrot looked like he was making that work too.
Yep. She also had a chicken rotisserie, automatic chicken rotisserie too. That was pretty awesome to see that too.
She did. She had the steak rotisserie. She cooked a lot, and so she made
Yeah.
lots of delicious
Yeah,
stuff.
she made some.
She even made cake on an open fire. So it was everything cake. What was it called?
I forget, but it was good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, it does kind of link to that. Lots of dogs, lots of
of
cats even. So it's pretty cool.
I mean, we want to give our pets the best life that we can, and so if you're thinking about this life and you're thinking, you are worried about bringing your pet along, you know, as long as you put them first, because, you know, obviously they don't have a choice, and you're making that choice for them, and you try to give them the best life you can, and that's really what matters. So.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to bring your pet.
Yeah.
Just put them first.
So if I had to sum up 30 days, I mean that was actually wouldn't sum up 30 days. And my opinion is I love it. It's been awesome. I would say I'm excited to keep continuing this life and seeing what the future holds. And if you're thinking about doing it, do it. It's fun. I mean, it's not as hard as you think it is. It's easy. It's really easy. And you don't. I mean, we spend not that much money a month, and that whole 30 days, I think it's definitely under $1,000 that we spend. That's because we're living a little bit more than most people. We're driving a lot. We're eating out more. But you can definitely do it for under $500. Maybe even if you're real tight and budgety, you can probably do it for like $200.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, I feel like you can make whatever work.
Yeah,
Whatever you have, you can make it work. You just have to make the adjustments. I don't want anyone to be unhappy in their situation. And some people do need more comforts than other people.
Yeah.
I feel like it's definitely made me calmer and happier. And I think nature plays a big part of that.
Yeah.
Just being able to wake up to nature, go to bed to nature.
Not being in that, the busy life, where it's just so busy. Like on the weekends it's busy, but when we're not working on the weekends, it's just so awesome just to, breathe. Breathe in air. Not be so, I don't know,
And
in a
exploring
rush.
and hiking.
Yeah, and
Just be
exploring and
adventurous.
adventuring
It's great.
part is definitely awesome. And I wish we had more time here in Sedona, but we're running out of time here,
We'll be
so
back.
we won't be able to see as much as we wanted to.
We'll be back though.
Yeah. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe. We're going to bring more videos, stories, and stuff about our experiences and just, arts and all that other stuff.
We love you guys, and we'll share that hippie comedy. Love you.
Love you.
Farewell.